Hey guys, Jedi 270 here. Wanted to go over real quick the G&P WOC that you see sitting on the table. Some of y'all that subscribe to me and have been for a while, I've had this rifle for almost a year now, not quite a year, and there's been a lot of changes to it. There's been it's been black, it's been two-toned out. I was going to change a lot of this, like on the real steel Magpul lower. These are not colored in white or red, and also there is of course no PTS there. Let's see if I can get that to focus on the serial number. Possibly not. I'm doing this one-handed, which is not normally my thing, but let's just go over a couple things with this rifle. First of all, today I just got in from EVIC was the Magpul PTS by G&P PMag, and I've waited for a long time to get this magazine, and in light of what's going on now with PTS, I've decided, it's time to pull the trigger. That's just how it goes. I don't want them to go away, but I got to tell you, it's a pretty robust mag, and how they get that plasticky texture to metal is just beyond me. But it's a really nice mag. It's very well built, solid, and of course this is the box that it comes in. There you'll see the Magpul iridescent, if you want to call it, or 3D label there on the bottom. But I got that for about 50 bucks, and I did this Airsoft 18 discount at EVIC. Another thing is, this is a G&P BCG. It's not actually the group, it's just the bolt carrier itself, because up here on the front is the Iron Airsoft CNC. Now this guy's like, for 50 bucks, I've had this for a while. This is not for the faint of heart, and I'll tell you why. Because if you're going to try to put it in the King Arms M4, it's just not going to function. Down in here where your gas route comes out, that has to be hand tuned and filed to get it to not make contact on the feed ramp, and it's a royal pain in the ass. So I test fired it, and it's hanging up right here on the back of the magazine lip. So this is going to have to come out, and I'll replace it with a G&P plastic nozzle and see if that serves to help it out any. Okay, now in the top of this rifle here, or in the lower receiver, try to get this. Let's take it down here to where we can. I can actually do this one-handed. Well, if you can see it, I don't know. I'm sorry for it being the way it is. Get our trusty magnet. That is a steel G&P hammer. Down here in the bottom is a steel bomber sear. The mag catch, or not the mag catch, but the bolt catch itself is steel G&P. The trigger is G&P, and it's steel. Okay, and the selector switch is G&P steel, and the element anti-rotation pins are steel, and the hammer lock is that's bomber, it's steel, and the buffer lock is steel. And then down inside here is a Colt real steel buffer. Okay, this is one I picked up at my local gun shop, and we've got the G&P spring, and we have the PRI charging handle. Okay, and basically that's about it. It's got the RA Tech blue bucking up there in the front. We've got the Magpul real steel MOE vert grip. We've got the real steel Magpul MOE handguard, and of course we've got the Magpul faux silencer on the front, or suppressor, whatever you want to call it, and on the back we have my Vltor stock. So basically this rifle was just about all steel. Now I made a mistake, and I had a brain fart. I do that from time to time, and I got a matrix steel mag catch. Well, this MBK is not set up for a regular mag catch, and I wasn't thinking when I ordered it. So what I needed to do was get the ambidextrous mag catch which costs about $20 more, somewhere around in there, and it will take up the full length here. And not only that, the mag catch on the inside of the mag well, that little area right there, is set a little bit more forward. So what's happening is I'm not fully engaging my mag with my mag catch because of that. And you know, if I'd been thinking correctly and not, you know, having my little brain fart, then I would have ordered the right part and there wouldn't have been an issue. But for the most part, you know, I've had to hold the mag in and kind of adjust a little bit because of this nozzle, and it fires good. And I know that once I change out that nozzle, I'm thinking that's pretty much where it's at, because what you do is you just follow the evidence, and it shows you right here clearly this wear. I don't know if I can get that to focus or not, but that wear right there, that's indicative of that nozzle striking and holding it back, and there being just a little bit. You know, guys, when you get like tolerances inside these guns, I mean a mouse hair of tolerance difference is going to make a difference between life or death in these guns, and whether or not they're going to function, or whether or not they're just going to give you fits. So that's why with gas blowback rifles, you really need to tune parts. Not all of them are drop-in, and that's something that that you need to keep in mind. And that's why a lot of people say it's not for the faint of heart. But you know, there's still not a reason why it should keep you away from the enjoyment of a GBBR by any means. It's just something that you need to keep in mind. Now, like with this boat carrier, this one is not steel. I will eventually have to replace it to steel because my boat catch is steel. And what will happen eventually is you're going to get a lot of serious wear on the boat carrier, and it's going to fail on you and not lock up. So it's always best to have like material to like material. So if you're using a soft boat carrier and a hard steel catch, eventually that catch is just going to dig its way in. Now, the iron airsoft nozzle, I mean, it's robust, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but there's just so much to it and so much that you have to do to it. To be honest with you, $50 to me is a little steep on it. Lessons learned. If there's somebody out there that wants to buy this nozzle, I'll probably throw it up on the Gas Blowbacks Classifieds or over on GGI. And somebody wants it, of course, they can get it for not even half of what I paid for it. But first I want to make sure that that plastic G&P nozzle is going to do what I need it to do. And once I get this mag catch corrected, then the rifle should be in good shape. I mean, it fires nice, but you got to manipulate a little bit to get it to do it. You know, once you figure out what the problem is and you can correct it, you know, temporarily, I mean, it shoots nice. And it's got a nice recoil to it. I'm very happy with it. I got this in a trade from a good friend of mine, and what I got was basically a outer barrel, inner barrel hop up, an upper receiver, and a lower stripped lower. But not a stripped lower, but the internals were already there. But those that bomber sear, man, it is the bomb. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's very nice, and I really enjoy it. I mean, once we get it up and running. But for the most part, man, I thank y'all for watching. I thank y'all for sticking with me. Stay tuned. We'll get this thing ironed out, and I'll get it to where I need it to be. And then, knowing me, I'll change it again. So, you know, my original plan was to put a 3-round burst kit in here, and I still may do that later down the road. But for the time being, we're just going to keep her the way she is. And I thank you guys for watching. God bless you, and have a wonderful, blessed day.